Alright, first and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, I want to give double honors to my apostles at Greatmillstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere shalom to the elect out there to teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay? And this is going to be a real short commentary. I got to head out in a little bit. I got maybe 15 minutes, tops. I just want to talk a little bit more about this banking crisis. And I had some thoughts come into my head, about how we need to start taking this super seriously, man. Because at any moment, you could go to take money out the bank to do something or buy your groceries, and it's just not fucking there. Okay? And this could happen to anyone. At first, the contagion was over in America, and now it's starting to spread over to Europe. The Swiss National Bank just had to bail out, provide liquidity to Credit Suisse, which is one of the largest banks in Europe. Okay? Just to do their day-to-day operations. Okay, the thing is that a lot of these banks have a lot of assets on their balance sheets, so technically they're not broke. They just don't have any cash. Okay, because everybody's taking their money out of these banks, and these rising interest rates has emptied their liquidity. Okay, basically the banks don't have any actual money. But okay, now the contagion is spreading over to Europe. Okay, so you see the VIX is up 10%. It was up 15% earlier in the day. But, you could see where the money is moving, okay? The money's been moving to gold, silver, Bitcoin, okay? Well, maybe not today, but since this crisis started, people have been moving their money into other things besides US dollars and euros, okay? Okay, dollar gains and safe haven buying. Now, who the hell would invest in a dollar right now? How stupid do you got to be? I mean, unless you're like a short seller or whatever, then I understand that. But you're just making a quick play. Dollar gains and safe haven buying as Credit Suisse sparks wider banking fears. Okay, so the contagion is spreading. But I want to use this video to edify brothers on what spirit they should be in, man. Right now, we should be in the spirit of war. I mean, we should have been in the spirit of war this whole time, but right now, we really need to be in the spirit of war, man. And when you are in the spirit of war, everything else is bullshit. Okay, we need to cut out all the bullshit, man. And this is a rebuke on worldly spirits that may be out there, man. Brothers that they always got to have, the latest in fashions. They always got to have the nicest fucking shoes. They always got to get they got to spend $150 on a pair of jeans. It ain't time for that shit no more. It ain't time to impress the fucking ladies, man. Okay? Because a $30, $35 pair of jeans, maybe even $40, could get you fucking by. Okay? Now is a time when, we need to be acting like that stuff isn't there. Okay? Living a minimalist lifestyle, man. Apostle Gabar has been pushing that spirit out there, man. He was, especially during the beginning of the pandemic, man. See, that's the thing, man. You got to start listening to the wisdom that your apostles give you, man. It's not just about the scriptures that they teach. Apostle Tahar has been talking about for years, okay, for brothers to start looking into acquiring silver, man. And he's been talking about, and I got a story to share real quick. Slacky if I'm going back and forth trying to get this video out in the time given. he said back in the beginning of the pandemic, and this is a true story, okay? He said, you might want to invest in a tent. Anyway, he said, it would behoove you, okay? You know when Apostle Tahar uses that word behoove, he's not playing around. It would behoove you to invest in a tent. That's what he said, okay? And, you know, I thought about what he said for, you know, a few hours or whatever. Then I went and I checked my accounts and I got my stimulus money. Okay, remember they were handing out all that money? So I said, man, this just cannot be a coincidence that Apostle Tahar has said this in this video I was watching earlier. And here it is. You know, the money's cleared. It's in my account. Okay, so I went on Amazon and I bought a really nice tent that was on the front page. And guess what? There was only 2 left in stock. By the time I purchased mine and checked the page later on that night, it was sold out. Okay? It was sold out. You know? So, now I'm not advocating doomsday prepping, man. You know? But we need to be in a warlike mind. A couple months ago, we had a snowstorm here in Buffalo, New York that was killing people. People were literally freezing to death on the fucking street. They were told for 2 weeks it was a life-threatening storm and to prepare. Because ain't nothing going to be open. And nothing was open. You couldn't even go to the fucking store and get anything, man. Alright? And it was Christmas weekend. And wasn't shit going to be open anyway. You know? But here it was. Jake was out there looting the fucking stores over a 3-day snowstorm. Because they didn't take heed. Okay? You brothers need to start taking heed to these warnings, man. If the apostles say something, if they say, you know, you could go about acquiring rice and beans, something similar, which other elders have said, you know, I'm not saying to be in a doomsday prepper spirit because you shouldn't be, okay? Hey, I only got about a week and a half, 2 weeks of food and water myself, you know, but I have other things that I've acquired over time, you know, or you may be a brother that, you know, you may notice, hey, the time to get certain things is running out. You know, maybe you need some herbs, okay, that you could stock up on, that you know you ain't gonna be able to have access to, that you know that you know would benefit your health during that time, man. You know, maybe you need a nice pair of boots, something useful, okay, or some socks. Shit, man, you wash your socks. You buy a 12-pack of socks. It seems like after 2 months there's only 8 left. Like the socks just get up out the damn washing machine and just walk around the house and disappear somewhere. Okay, y'all know how it is with socks. Okay, but what I'm getting at is that this worldly spirit, man, this worldly spirit needs to go, man. Okay? You spending fucking 8 times as much on a t-shirt because it has a fucking Nike swoosh on it don't make no damn sense at the end. It ain't going to do you no good when you make your pilgrimage. You know, and hey, any of these things you may acquire, you may have to leave behind. You need to keep that in your mindset. That's why this video isn't really about acquiring things. It's about rebuking that fashion of the worldly spirit, man. You know, we're only going to have these resources for so long, man. It's best to utilize them. If you need to focus on your health over the next few months during this collapse, then focus on your health. Okay? If you need to focus on practicing a minimalist lifestyle, then practice it, man. But if you're in the spirit where you need a new fucking car every year, I got an uncle like that, man. This guy's always got to have a new fucking car, man. Every year. Alright? Or if you're the type of, you know, and you're still living just paycheck to paycheck, that's not being responsible, man. Royalty is not irresponsible like that. Okay? During that time, you're just going to bring adversity onto yourself. Because, first off, you know, you're not going to have any physical means of doing anything. All right? And then you're going to be suffering from the mental of trying to get that shit out of your mind. when all that shit disappears, man. It's better to go in with nothing, you know, than to have a bunch of fucking vain bullshit, man. You know? I mean, if you're the type of brother that, you know, you live in paycheck to paycheck and you gotta use half your paycheck on a Saturday night to wine and dine some fucking hoes, man, that spirit gotta go, okay? And it's not really the acquiring things that I'm trying to rebuke here. It's the whole mindset of where your mind is during a time of war, okay? The scriptures talk about counting the cost, man. Okay? Before a man brings his army, you know, he counts the cost. Okay? Have you trimmed your lamps enough and done away with things? Okay? That could hinder you during that time and be an adversity to you, you know? We all need to meditate on that because the bullshit is fucking over, man. The collapse has started. All they're doing is bailing each other out. And that's only going to last for so long, man. They kicked the can down the road enough. This financial system is through. They're getting ready to push the CBDCs, man. All right? Let me I don't know why it even has the option to search for a scripture if it never does it. That's the only downfall this have. Let me get this in the Apocrypha. Sirach 9 and 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. Okay, and really a lot of that has to do with these fucking bitches, man. Jake always want to be fly for the bitches, man. You know? Your dad didn't need the latest shit to pull your mom. Your grandpa didn't need the latest shit to pull your grandma. Go to your grandparents for advice, man. How it was when they came up. And you realize how spoiled in the mind with these dainties you are, man. You know? You know, because America, they provide layers of comfort, man. You get in a situation, you just go to the government for help. You know? We're coming to the time where you ain't going to be able to go to the government for the help because the answer is going to be for you to give your soul to them, man. And to take their mark. Sirach 19. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. Because that's really what the whole keeping up with the Joneses, material society, that's what it's all about, man. At its core, it's about emptiness, vanity, vainness. Now, obviously, you need to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm not saying that brothers can't have a good time or, you know, get a nice bottle of wine once in a while. But we need to start putting that shit in check more and more now, man. You know? You don't need the latest fucking things all the time, man. You know? You know that's an error in mind too. You gotta look like a $1 million. Okay, now I'm not saying to go being a bunch of bums, but you know, you gotta look like a fucking $1 million, but here it is, you living paycheck to paycheck. What kind of fucking mindset is that, man? That's pride right there. That's pride right there, man. You know what's funny? I know a few millionaires. And you know what the difference is? You can't even tell that they're millionaires. Okay? They wear regular clothes. They drive regular cars. You know, they might have a nice car on their lot that they use for their own personal pleasure. Or, you know, to show off at a business meeting. You know? For the most part, that, you know, you couldn't even tell that they had money. I got an uncle. He showed me his stock account some years back. He had a couple mil in that shit. And I'm like, holy shit, man. I'm sitting here having dinner with a millionaire. I didn't even fucking know that he, you know, because nobody ever told me he was a fucking millionaire. You know? You just act like a normal dude. But hey, he came from nothing. So, you know, he came from nothing. So he kept his humble roots. You know, Sirach 19:2. 19:1. A laboring man that the A is given to drunkenness shall not be rich. Okay? And drunkenness with pleasures, man. Okay? Because when you're drunken with them pleasures, that cash flow will go quick. Your mind will go quick, man. You're easily distracted. That's not a warrior's mind. A warrior doesn't get easily distracted. And he that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little. Okay? Putting too much on your plate. You know? Keeping your circles too big. Things like that, man. Wine and women. That's apostle. That's the wisdom that Apostle Gabar was pushing, man. That minimalist lifestyle. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots shall become impudent. Well, let's go back and see if we can find something else. I believe it's in the Apocrypha. And I gotta hurry up here. There is a scripture where it talks about dallying with harlots, man. About how you're going to spend up your substance. Okay? We know that the scriptures say that what? The fashion of this world passeth away. Okay, that shit ain't going to mean nothing. All that flashy bullshit, man. And I'm not even advocating that brothers even prep or anything, man. I'm just saying, where is the mind at? Are you getting ready for war? You know? Because the war is about to come to all our doorsteps. You know, like the scriptures say, the fashion of this world passed away, man. And after that, the fashion of this world passes away, there's going to be fucking martial law on the street. So good luck. Good luck. How do you know you ain't going to be wearing a $200 pair of shoes and some gangster ain't going to come up and snag that shit during them days? You'd be better off looking like a broke ass. Okay? Where was that scripture? Okay, in Timothy. I know where it is. It's in Timothy. Yeah, Timothy 6. First Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Right, a minimalist lifestyle, man. Just focus on the course. You know? For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. All those fancy treasures where moth and rust doth corrupt, like it says in Matthew. You know? You could be letting your money be used as a defense. You know, you could be letting your mind be in a defensive mode, man. You know, getting in shape. You know, eating right. Okay? Following the financial news. Because the time's going to come when we got to make our pilgrimage. You know? Do you want to already be in that mindset, or do you want to have to snap out of it? Because it's going to bring you difficulty if you got to snap out of it. You know? And yes, I know faith Because at the end of the day, it really matters up to the Lord. Okay? But I'm just saying, don't be putting any adversity onto yourself. Okay? Now's the time to be in the right mind, man. You don't want to have any confusion in your head during that time. For we brought nothing in this world, and it's certain we carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Right, a minimalist lifestyle, man. Rebuking that worldly ass, keeping up with the Joneses spirit, because that's going away. And there's going to be a time when that's going to be a snare unto you. Okay, having all that extra shit. We know how Jake is, man. You're gonna be seeing Jake gonna be eyeing your shit, man. He's covetous. But they shall be rich. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare. So there's a balance. You don't want to have riches necessarily, but if you diversify your assets, you're getting your mind ready, you're getting your body right. You're paying attention, your antennas are up. And into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drowned men in destruction and perdition. Foolish and hurtful lusts. That's what that mindset brings about, man. And it will drown you. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Which while some coveted after, now this isn't saying don't use it as a defense. It's just saying don't covet after it. Who gives a shit? Okay, your dollars are going down the drain, man. They're rapidly deteriorating. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Okay? But with that, I believe I've proved my point. Keep our minds, keep our eyes single. Till next time, shalom. Peace and blessings to the elect.